You know, it's been a while since I've done a tape, did a flicker, and been sitting back trying to figure out what in the world we're all wondering about. I'm kind of looking at my reflection in my hat. Yeah, I've had the same hat for so many damn years. It's amazing. One of those things you never really get rid of, right? Look, I gotta admit to you, this is gonna try to post it on YouTube and go from there to then, after doing the YouTube thing, to putting it on Facebook. But here's the deal. Primarily what I wanted to talk about was, things are really screwed up on a lot of levels of reality. Now, I created a guy by the name of Reality Geezer, the one who's like a sage. He sees things into the future. And you also know that I have a buddy by the name of Ed Socrates Roach. Okay. Reality Geezer's a little more semi-refined. What is my subject? You have been rambling for over a minute. My subject is the wall. This big wall that everybody's talking about building between Mexico and the United States of America. Great again. We still don't remember when it was great the first time, but we're going to make America great again, and we're going to build this big goddamn wall across from basically Texas and the Gulf of Mexico all the way across to LA. And the man who is our El Presidente, our fearless leader, our one that is going to lead us into this new wilderness, our new Abraham, our Moses, is going to take and save us all by building this wall. Okay, let's take a look at this logically. Number one, he says $4 billion, and we're going to make them pay for it. And then again, it bounces around and we get $8 billion. Okay, think about this. By the time they get the bastard done, you're looking at $25 billion after kickbacks, years of delay, contracting, all this stuff that people are going to be making money for this gravy train like in our U.S. Defense Department. They're going to be getting all kinds of goodie money, and they're not going to want to let it go. So naturally, they're going to try to stretch it out and make it last longer. It's common sense. Don't you see the common sense in any of this? Don't you see the reality of it? This is a reality. It's bullshit. We don't need that goddamn wall. Okay, look. Just for history's sake, there was an emperor by the name of Hadrian who built a wall across the whole top of England to divide it from Scotland. Well, yeah, it's still there as a tourist attraction. There's another big damn wall right there in China. I mean, it's actually bigger than what the usual people see. It went for miles and miles and miles. In the end, it didn't work. People invented things called spies, bribery, how to climb walls, how they invented gunpowder and they could blow shit up. And then wings and airplanes came around. So what kind of good is that kind of wall going to do? Now take a look at the walls that are all around. There's one up on the 39th parallel of North Korea. It's not really a wall. It's a fence with a minefield on both sides. And, the good little boys down there, boys and girls, have been digging tunnels for years under that wall. The wall in the southern Texas of the U.S. and in California has many tunnels that have been dug and put there, and they're in place. And okay, they're done primarily not only for drug cartel, but for the smuggling of humans, people, animals even. Okay. The Chinese do it in Asia. They put people in container ships and they ship them out of the Far East in containers, and some of them barely make it alive. Okay, now tell me, how are you going to stop everybody with this damn wall? They could still go over it. And, you know, if by building it, you're going to spend billions, and lots of people are going to make money. It will create labor. Okay, by the way, when Hadrian had his wall built, it was with slaves and with Roman soldiers. When the Chinese built the wall, the man that China is named after took his army and whole villages of people and put them to work. And as they died, they were buried in the wall. Okay, that was back then. Let's look at now. How are you going to cull out the herd to have the money, to get the money to build this wall? And where are you going to get the labor? Oh yeah, we're just going to have, you know, what are you going to do? Put ex-cons on there building it? Contract it out? I'd love to be a contractor for that wall. You know that our current fearless leader even had a Mexican contractor say, hey, I want the contract to build that wall for you. Yeah, sure, why not? Pablo Escobar built his own prison in Colombia. You know, it had a jacuzzi in it and all this bullshit, and he had it great. He killed people in it still, and, you know, whatever. Good old Pablo Escobar. Okay, and what I'm trying to get a point is why this wall is a waste of time. It's a waste of your money. Okay, you realize the cost of that wall would probably be equal to 3 aircraft carriers and all the crap that went on them? And how about using that money for, like, taking care of the needy, the homeless, people like me? I can't get dental care. And, you know, because a damn dentist is $1,700 to $1,800 just to have one tooth worked on average. A relative of mine in a very particular state of the U.S., State of the Union. Okay, medicine has become I call it the American Mafia Medical Association. It's now controlled by big business and farms and pharmaceuticals, and they're doing everything that they can to maintain that they still get their money. So with this wall project coming around, my thing is this wall is a piece of shit that should never be put together. If you're going to do it, put up the goddamn fences like they do in North Korea. Put them all up, make them triple wired, you know, go down 30 feet and put crap down there below that'll, you know, and if you need to, lay a few mines. You know, but, you know, on the North Korean border, just like a prison, they have even machine guns. Oh, yeah, there was that wall they put in Berlin. East Berlin. The DDR. Wow, son of a bitch. Just think, all this information that we've had for years about what walls do. Hell, I got a wall around my house. Doesn't keep out the water when we had the flood. Doesn't stop the bad guys from coming in. You know, the wall is there for just one thing. When I was a young boy, my father once told me that there is that lock you put on that key or item. The only thing a lock does is keep an honest man honest. Okay? And believe me, if we were in any danger from Mexico, you got to remember, we got that from the Spaniards to begin with. Basically, we did steal that and Texas. You know, let's get into the real history of what happened over there. You'll find out that Spain set up all the missions in California before, you know, white boys came in and took over after they had been going across the West. Now, I've been going here for about 10 minutes on this. I want to see how this tape is going to upload because it's kind of a new one. And the projector, you know, the camera I'm working with is kind of a new thing. But here's the deal. The wall is a piece of bullshit. The wall ain't going to work. In 100 years, that wall's going to sit there and people are going to say, boy, look at all that fucking wall. In 100 years, it ain't going to work. It's not going to work 20 years after they build it. It's not going to work when they build it tomorrow. So why waste your money and tell these guys in fucking defense and all these other things that we have going, hey, how about taking care of some homeless and let's get the illegals out of the country by quit giving them money. You know, make them, and if people want to build that wall, okay, good. You want your welfare check, your welfare little credit card and all that crap? Fine. You have to go down and work on the wall. If anything, make it a project like they did Hoover Dam. You know, we rebuild America, make America great again. Yeah. Tell me the first time America was great. Come on, tell me. Tell me, I'm waiting to hear it. Come on, which one of you doofuses out there are pilgrims that don't know crap except what you're getting in the media, know anything about historical things? Like I said, the Berlin Wall, Hadrian's Wall, the Great Wall of China, the 38th parallel or 39th parallel. Okay, those are just simple examples of big walls that the only one still working right now is on the 39th parallel. And that one's been there since I was a boy, and I'm 64 years old. It happened in Korea my whole lifetime. I'm grandfather age. That wall's, that division's been there. But let me tell you, it ain't concrete. It's barbed wire and all kinds of shit and landmines and guns and everything else. There ain't no wall there. And the walls, and what about that big border between Guatemala or whatever it is and the south of Mexico? How's that working out? Nobody ever hears about that. And if they can't stop drugs from coming in from a place called Colombia, what makes you think they're going to control the Mexican or the illegal population coming into the U.S. with a fucking wall that doesn't, I mean, if I could just, it's just ludicrous, stupid, beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's a load of crap. The wall doesn't need to be there. Common sense and better ways of managing money, and also the way we manage our goddamn people in the Senate and in the Congress and in the White House and the Defense Department and the Department of Interior, because now they can frack and cut shit down on reservation territory and crap. What's going on with you guys? You are a bunch of pilgrims that are not even following, I mean, hell, $38 million to Israel, the new Nazis. And who's paying for it? Just the same guys that paid for Adolf Hitler. The same bullshit people. If there's going to be any changes, you're going to have to clean house. Okay? And the guy we got running the house right now, I don't know about him. I said to give him 100 days. Time's getting short. And if you've stuck with me, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And maybe we'll talk again. Until then, be safe, be well, and whatever you do, learn to remember that 90% of the shit you're hearing from politicians and people from Hollywood that think that they're goddamn brains and they're not, and the ones that are acting pretty damn stupid. Start thinking for you and your own family and yourself. My blessings be with you, and everything else. Take care. If you want to respond, I'd be more than happy to hear it. And all we got to do is turn it off. Oh, how about this?